Hey everybody, Don Morse here from American Tackle. Today I want to show you how we recommend gluing the inserts in any of the G2 reel seats without making them a huge mess. This glue-up method works for all of the G2 reel seats, whether it's the Apex, the E-seat, the Vibe, any of them. We like to do this off of the rod. It just gives you the cleanest glue up. We have chosen on the G2 seats to go with a tube installation method. This way you don't have to have fitted reel seats for each rod that you do. So to start, first thing you want to do is insert the insert or the tube into the seat. You want to make sure that you've got room on both ends for arbors if you so desire. Just find out exactly where you want this placed. Once you have the tube where you want it, just grab a pencil and mark the very ends of the cutouts. This will let you know where you can sand, score the insert to get better adhesion. So I got my marks on here, so I'm just going to grab my sandpaper and just rough up the ends on each side of my mark. That's just going to give the glue something better to adhere to. So at this point, I'm going to reinsert it, and I want to bring the end of the tube just up to the cutout. So you're going to see your sanding marks in here, but I just want to bring that up to the end. And we're going to mix up our two-part epoxy. I prefer to use a fast set. This here is Pro Glue 5, but you want a two-part liquid epoxy. So we're going to mix this up, just a glob of each, and then we can start with our installation. Now that we have our epoxy glue thoroughly mixed, I prefer to use a spatula, but whatever your means are. This is nice and small to get in here. So we've got this tube pulled back to the cutout in the seat. I'm going to take a fair amount of this epoxy glue. Again, this is 5 minutes, so this won't take very long. And I'm just going to run my spatula inside there and run it up against the edge of that tube. I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide it down just past where I want it to go. And again, so I might be able to see my sanding marks in here again, and do the same thing to the other side. I'll take this right down to the edge of the tube. Get plenty of glue in there, so I'm putting this on the seat and up against the edge of the tube. And I'll just simply slide this back to where my mark is. So now I've got very, very little cleanup. I can spin this around. I have just a little bit of glue right here. So I can take my paper towels, Q-tips, whatever my favorite cleanup method is, with a little alcohol, and just clean up these two little spots. Depending on the epoxy that you use, this here is the 5-minute Pro Glue. Literally within 5 to 10 minutes, this is ready to glue on the rod. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to get a hold of us here at American Tackle. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks a lot.